Hello and welcome back to Wonder Girl, the Dragon's Trap. There's not too many areas left that I can explore that I haven't been to before. Can't go to the checker building on the side as Lion Girl can't head up there. I've been in both directions now of the desert, and there's nowhere left to explore on the beach. So my one and only option at the moment is to break those bricks and head down here where there's no water for some reason, even though it was a water-filled well. Now I have a bunch of other wells that I can go through, and I can break these bricks down here. And I'll want to come down here, as in this chest is another heart container, which I will need because if I recall, this area up ahead is a little bit of a difficulty curve, at least it was for me back in the day. Secret shop with the Muramasa blade, which, dear lord, I want to afford. Look at that attack. And an item that says no charm, no sale. One change between this game and the original Sega Master System game, on the top right of the screen where I have my spells, my potions, and my gold, there used to be a fourth one up there that they kept track of called charms. Charms were a very rare drop. I don't know what the percent drop rate was, but the more charms you had, the more items became available for sale. They either, if you entered a shop like this one, the Muramasa blade would either say not for sale, or it wouldn't even appear on the list if you didn't have enough charms. And they've gotten rid of that, as it was very RNG to just run through the game killing random enemies until you had enough charms to afford the sword you wanted. So I think that's a good upgrade, a nice little quality of life thing that they did. But this here, from what I've seen online, there's special new endgame areas that they've added to the game, secret areas that are specialized towards each character, and each of them will drop a charm at the end, and if you have enough charms you can afford what's for sale here. I don't know what it is yet though, but I'll just continue on with my playthrough and come back for the Muramasa blade shortly. You'll want to go to this one if you want to make it into the actual underground, as over to the right is an area more geared towards Mouse Girl, which I will go do shortly. In the meantime, I'll just try to get myself 800 gold, because that sword would be well worth it. 250 attack versus 130. Yeah, that's an upgrade. One more kill ought to do it. Alrighty. I'll have to head back now. Thank you very much. We'll now attempt the underground in earnest. Spam attack until I hit something. Oh, I don't feel like contending with the lava at the moment, so I'll put on my dragon. There will be more of it later, so I'll keep it on for now. You'll notice that there's a broken sign here. The syringe. Oh, thanks for glitching on the other side, Art. You don't see anything here. There's no indication, but there's a secret door. And yes, this is the original screen for the nurse. But I don't need a cure at the moment, so I'll get on my way. I do believe I can take off my dragon mail now. What was the best one again? Samurai. So what are my stats? Maybe not when I'm being attacked by a ghost. So I've already acquired the highest attack in the game again, at least for Lion Girl. If I were to use the Muramasa, I think that's what it was called, yes, on a different character, it might not be quite as high. Even underground, I'm plagued by clouds. I think you'll want to head up, as the bottom area is mostly a dead end. I am incorrect. It's the next area I was thinking of. Oh, and I'm starting to take some hefty damage. Just wanted to check if there's a secret area here. I kind of recall one being there in the original game. Well, if I take much more damage, I'm going to end up having to use my first potion. This area that you have to go through. The other area is a dead end. Yep. And that blue Cyclops or whatever only took 2 hits. I remember my first playthrough, I had never found the Muramasa yet. And I still had, I think, beginning game gear, and I think I stun-locked him all the way up to this wall, and he took over 100 hits to kill. I kid you not. But welcome to the very pretty underground Asian temple, loaded with ninjas. Well, at least that potion gave me full health almost. Nice cherry blossom edition. And even with fairly decent armor, I can still take a hefty amount of damage from these enemies. So even the brute force method with coming into mid-game areas with pretty high equipment is still, you could still get your butt handed to you. And yet, there's a few samurais down here. And we're ready to start the Daimyo Temple, the next dungeon. But I'll continue that next session, as this video is probably getting a little too long. I'll see everyone next time, and thank you for joining me for Wonder Girl: The Dragon's Trap.